Hi guys, it's Valerie / Val Val, and today we are going to be talking about how to implement self-care into our day-to-day lives. So February series is all about self-care. So let's chat about it. I think self-care, I talked about this last video on how self-care is like kind of what you make of it, and it's really a mindset shift on everything you do can be self-care if you think of it that way. Because as long as it's caring for yourself and making you happier. But if it's like something that's like should be making you happy and is not, then that's something you need to fix. But how I implement self-care is sometimes you gotta find little things, and the little things are different for everyone. And I think when people get it in their minds that it's the same thing for everyone, like self-care, oh, self-care is just like skincare, and that's the same for everyone. Some people might not like doing their skincare, and that might not be their top self-care. For me, that's one of my top self-care things. The other thing is having a clean room, which is currently not happening, but that's besides the point. But it's so important that we find time to really take care of ourselves, because we're the most important, and I think when we lose that time to like other things that aren't as beneficial for our mental health, that's really damaging. So how I implement some of my favorite things in self-care is what we're going to talk about today. First thing, skincare. If you can see it, I actually got a vanity, which I love sitting at. I have time each day and I have steps, and I just sit down and I get to spend my time doing that. I have my diffuser on, and it's just a great time because I get to sit there and I just get to focus on myself, look at myself, do my skincare, and get ready for the day, which is the best feeling. And at night doing that too is amazing. Another thing is having a room that I love that makes me feel calm is, I feel like, another form of self-care. But another thing is water. It's so good. It's so good for you. And for me, when I drink enough water in a day, it makes me feel good. So a way that I implement my water intake is just having a water bottle. So for me, that's been, I have a water bottle, this water bottle, and I usually fill this up about 3 times a day. And my goal is to drink about 4 bottles of water a day. So at school, I usually have 1 bottle of water that I drink throughout the day. And then in the morning, I usually drink about 1 of these. And then in the afternoon, after school, I drink about 2 of them. And just having a good sized water bottle that really, you can like bring everywhere, just all the literal time, it's perfect. It's practically always here, and when I wake up in the morning, that's how I wake myself up, because I love water and it makes me feel so good. And that's one of my favorite things of self-care, is just drinking water. I love water. Oh, I just love it. Okay, but as far as my room goes, I think that's really self-care, is like the way you relax in your room. And I think it's so vital that we don't just like kind of like just do it casually. I feel like for me, I love structure, routine, and order. So I have certain things that I do in certain places in my room, like obviously getting ready. I think it's so good to have a place to get ready and just focus on something that makes you happy, because I love skincare as a form of self-care, because it's a time where I can just take care of my skin, which is taking care of me, and take care of my future skin, and just, it's great. But either way, also, but like as far as like things that happen in my room, I have certain places where I film, I have certain places where I do certain things that make me happier. So then I kind of have that routine and structure on how to implement those things. So I love having a clean room. So I have a system of ways that where I have stuff. Obviously that's organizing, but there's also when I'm cleaning it, which obviously my room's kind of a mess right now, which is not helping my point. But I fold my laundry on my bed, and then I take it over there, and then I have a pile for where each things go, and then I put them all away. Like I organize it first, and then I just like stuff like that, where you create a routine and a structure on how to get to your goal of self-care. Another thing is always so important to relax, and I think going go 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 is not the best thing, because I think sometimes then we're not able to actually do our best on that. So I think self-care might also be not doing everything that needs to get done. Like let's say you have homework you need to do, but it's like 11 p.m. at night, you need to go to bed, you have to wake up early the next morning. I would say you should get ready for bed and go to bed, which is a lot more beneficial than staying up way too long, because you're going to be tired that you're actually going to get the work done in less amount of time. So I think it's so important that we should prioritize rest, because that's such a good way to care for ourselves, is literally sleeping every night for a good amount of time. Because let's say, yes, you need to get this homework assignment done, but it's much better for you to do it the next morning or so, or do like half of it the night before and then do half of it the next morning or something like that. Because going to bed too late and doing that is just not it. It's just not it. It's not going to be good for you. It's just not it. And I think when it's hard, you gotta like remember, like have a set routine before you go to bed. I think it's so important. Routines are the way you can really implement your self-care. You have set routines that are things that you love and make you happy. Like when I go to bed, I have lights. I have different sets of lights that go on and off, my diffuser, and I have all this good stuff, or like a candle, and it just works. It's like a cycle every night that I can know if everything else that day went horribly, I have that to look forward to. And I think that's what self-care is so important, is that we need to implement it by caring for ourselves. Like we need to like make sure it's implemented every single day, because you can't just care for yourself one day of the week. It has to be every single day. So I think it's so important that we do not forget to. We always have routines that implement it, and those are just a few of my favorite self-care things that make me happy. But you need to reflect on what makes you happy and what makes you feel rejuvenated and ready to move forward in life. So I hope everyone's doing well. I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.